of the National Football League. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down.
Here's Love. Pass right side, caught by Fulton. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 37.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And they'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
It's now third down and 14.
Hey, smash, smash. Here we go. Black walk.
Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Love now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dante Thornton from 10 yards out. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 3rd and 19. As they've got it as we resume action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. Derek Brown gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Love looking to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to let it go again.
Oh my God.
Able to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Wow.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is brought in at the 21. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action this time with Love. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Vikings at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Check view. Ready.
Now Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. Boswell's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Bison.
They'll throw with Penix. Pass complete to Moore. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air, Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
A gain of 15 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Looking to throw, Penix. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Harold Landry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Penix. going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In motion right is Johnston. He'll look to throw. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Here's Austin McNamara now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now out comes Minnesota. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw now, here's Love. Completes this one to Thornton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's now second and 6.
From the 22, Love. He has Hyatt over the middle. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
Steal. Check steal. Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches.
Second and inches.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Bijan Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go bootleg. Love. And that'll be incomplete. To Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Incomplete.
Hey, check smash.
Brings up third
Hey,
and 5.
ready.
Back to throw. Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First down.
Strike, strike,
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
10 black. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Strike, ready. Set.
Robinson up the middle. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
49-yard line. Brings up third down.
10 cycles. Drill 52. Set.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Pick up of 2. Brings up second and goal. At the 6
Second down and goal. Love. His pass caught with the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
2-yard pickup. Brings up third and goal.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Robinson will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Extra point out by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 4. Now Penix. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll try the option on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And looking to throw, Penix. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Eagles. Touchdown, Eagles! Quentin Johnston, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Vikings offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. That's complete yet again to Fulton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3.
They'll drop to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Here's a 2nd and 5.
To T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
operating from the gun, Penix. Throw left side complete. That's more. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Michael Penix, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, set.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here we ready.
Our first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
Right
back to him on first down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Hand off now to Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle. It'll be second down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Got his man. It's Thornton. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3 yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and 10.
Love looking to throw it.
Come on, man. Y'all niggas, man. Y'all fucking robbing.
Incomplete.
It's bullshit, man.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on, set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. They'll find Metcalf.
Fucking touchdown,
The Vikings are
man.
going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Ready, punt.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line. I'll pick up the 2.
Now Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Eagles down by 10. Just over a minute 40 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Penix working out of the gun here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Gets this to Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Penix to the air once more. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. Just to get it back to a 1-score game. The kick by Sanders is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Hey, check Mega. Let's go. Chop. 17, 32. Ready?
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So now it's the Eagles' turn. Trailing in this one now. 23 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
To the air, Penix.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
This is 1st and 10.
39 yards. And the Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10.
And they are able to spike it. Cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock.
Here comes 2nd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically